Good evening and welcome to GIAA semifinal action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We have the number 2 Brookstone Cougars coming in 9-2 in Coach Ian Headley's first season. He has been sensational, 9-2. Coming in from Miami-Dade and took the city by storm. And as his Cougars are one away from playing the state championship, they take on FPD, a perennial powerhouse, Mike Frost, that has played it in the last 2 state championships, including beating this Brookstone team 2 years ago. Thrift Behringer, Mike Frost, what are you looking forward to with this one?
I'm looking forward to seeing which team comes out with the least amount of mistakes. You've got 2 well-coached teams, Ian Headley at Brookstone, Brett Collier at First Presbyterian Day. The Vikings come in. I mean, they're used to this atmosphere as far as the program goes. They're in this every year almost. Semifinals, finals in the Quad A of GIAA. They're always in it. So you can expect that. I expect some good quarterback play out of Broughton Branch, and I expect some good running. You got Simmons, the quarterback.
Yeah, and he's back, and he's sensational, Mike Frost.
Yeah, the senior with over 1,000 yards through the air and another 600 on the ground. I mean, the kids, it's going to come down to quarterback play tonight on both sides of the ball. We'll see which defense is able to contain the other one.
All right, Mike. On the referees tonight include Derek Binion, umpire Rodney Martin, head linesman Logan Lovelace, line judge Calvin Garth, field judge Carlton Kelly, side judge Lavelle Willis, ECO Tasha Atkinson. 25 through 40 is Derek Kennedy. So thank you to all those that are here. And in attendance, those that are watching. It is the only playoff game we have on our platform here tonight. It's the only football game we have on our platform here tonight. Now, we are doing 2 other games, and we are producing them and broadcasting them for the NFHS, which is Glenwood Trinity Presbyterian, and Carver's taking on Redan right now. But this is all about Cougars and Vikings, FPD and Brookstone. We're going to have kickoff here in just a moment. Captains walk out. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours. Save today when you join for just $1 down and work out whenever.
We're coming in early.
Staying late. Kettlebells, crack of dawn.
I'm first one in.
No, you're not.
Before drop-off.
During lunch. Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends November 20th.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Welcome back to Brookstone Field. Winner to the state championship. It's the road to Macon. These 2 teams have been excellent all year long. Cougars and Vikings. Winner will play at Mercer Stadium next Saturday at 6 p.m. They'll take on the winner of George Walton, who is the only undefeated team in the 4A classification here in the GIAA, and Stratford, who is the number 1 team in the 4A classification. 16 teams started the season with an opportunity. 4 are left, and both of these schools know each other very well.
Yeah, it seems like a yearly encounter between these 2. I mean, it's back and forth. You got the Vikings and the Cougars playing each other almost yearly in the playoffs, it seems, between First Presbyterian because they're always in it. Brett Collier doing a great job out there, and hopefully he can lean on Major Simmons at the quarterback position and be able to get some kind of output here because Brookstone knows they come with the defense with Harrison Baker and A.J. Hayes. So let's see what those 2 linebackers can do against this Major Simmons-led offense for the First Presbyterian Day.
Mike's got fans already here. Hey, it's Mike Frost. All right. Captains have decided where the ball's going to go. And both teams are ready to come out of their banners. And here are the Cougars.
Got that old Miami Hurricane smoke going on down there.
Ian Headley, as FPD will now come out, the Vikings in all white with red helmets. A team that doesn't make mistakes, doesn't shoot themselves in the foot, well coached, talented, and everything you think of in a high-level football program. Now, for Ian Headley, in his first season, took over a program that was in a good shape, left by previous head coach Rance Gillespie, who went to a semifinal, a championship, and then another semifinal, but never could get over the hump. Ian Headley's trying to do it here in year number 1. The pressure it took to take on this job, and knowing how good it is and how you have to win now, and he has delivered. I have been so impressed by what Ian Headley's done in this first season.
Oh, yeah, especially coming up from Miami-Dade. I mean, that's a hot spot as it is for high school football anyway down in Florida. A lot of recruits, a lot of competition. But you come to Columbus and you come to the West Georgia area, whether it's GIAA, whether it's Class 6A, you're going to have competitiveness. You're going to have great athletes. And that's what we're going to see tonight on display here in the state semifinal match between the Vikings and the Cougars here at Max Strong Stadium.
We're on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live YouTube channel and Facebook page. We're also on the Middle of Georgia Sports Live, who we just announced will be dropping in 2026. For all those in Macon, we're going to give you all the best coverage in Middle Georgia. And without further ado, let's play some football, and the Vikings will get it first.
Yeah, nice kick there. Of course, we can kind of expect that from the Brookstone kicker. All year long, he's been able to do the same thing, whether it's on the field or on the kickoffs.
All right, let's talk about him. His name is Major Simmons. He has been the starter for the last 2 seasons, led them to a state championship appearance last year, one of the better athletes we have in the GIAA, and he has been injured, but he is back out there today.
You got to think, you talked earlier about no mistakes. You know how many interceptions Major's thrown this year? 0.
Actually, Major Simmons is not out there right now. I stand corrected. It is actually the freshman Walker. I thought he may play, but we are getting word now he is not out there. We actually have Cash Walker, a freshman, who is also thrown for 271 yards, 4 touchdowns, and he has ran the football fairly well. I mean, he hadn't had to run much, but he has thrown the ball fairly well since the injury to Major Simmons. So no Major Simmons in this one right now. Walker. Toss. Nice pitch. That was to Brady McHugh. And I've said his name once or twice, being the voice of the GIAA mic and calling the state championships in the GIAA last couple of years. I've gotten to see this young man flourish. And Brady McHugh is one of the best running backs we have and one of the best playmakers that this FPD team has, as he has 386 yards, 6 touchdowns through receiving, and then another 508 touchdowns on the ground.
Brookstone running the 5-man front right now. Looks like they're trying to combat that option by First Presbyterian as well.
Let's talk about that Brookstone defense, Mike.
Yeah, you got 2 top hitters as far as linebackers go. You got Harrison Baker coming into the game.
And talking about laying the wood, man.
Oh, yeah, 144 tackles on the season, 16.5 tackles for loss. And then also A.J. Hayes at the other end, 135 tackles with 9.5 tackles for loss. I mean, these 2 linebackers for the Brookstone Cougars on the edge really playing really well so far this year, able to maintain.
And he will get it out, and that will get to Griffin, the senior. Griffin trying to make a couple people miss, not able to after the first down penalty. He'll gain 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
A good play to come up in the tunnel there by Kingston Terry, able to make that tackle. Get him back. He gets back to the original line to gain, where it makes it 2nd and 10, but the sophomore able to come up from the free safety spot and make a good play on the swing pass.
Again, this is free for all those that are watching right now on YouTube and on Facebook. I know we got some people from Middle Georgia wondering, free? Yeah, that's what we do here. And he's just going to throw that one away. Wow. And coming after him was big number 85, who is a terror, and that is Charlie Peak. I promise you, Charlie Peak is not someone you want to get in front of.
Yeah,
So now we'll bring up 3rd down and 10, and you hear the bells here at Max Strong.
You know, Charlie Peak and them guys are going to pin them ears back now. Peak with 5 sacks on the season. Luckily for Cash Walker on that one, when he threw it, it could have been intentional grounding, but luckily Brady McHugh was in the area as it fell short of the line of scrimmage.
3rd down. Cash Walker has it. Here comes Peak, and he's taken down for a sack. Already here, Charlie Peak, and guess who else?
A.J. Hayes.
You knew we were going to say their name early. There is, though, a flag.
Looks like it's kind of in the backfield. Could be holding. Oh, sideline warning.
Oh, and they're going to get it on Brookstone.
That is a sideline warning on the Cougars.
So, sideline warning doesn't mean any penalty yardage.
Not until the second
And that
time.
will be a sack by A.J. Hayes and Charlie Peak. And if you're FPD, that is not what you want to see early on, letting those guys get after you this early.
Yeah, if you got 30, that's one of the things they're going to have to do on offense for the Vikings to stay ahead of the chains, because if you let Peak and Hayes pin those ears back and try to come upfield, more likely they're getting to the quarterback.
4th down, low snap, and he gets it off in a pretty decent punt that will be returned to the 50. Still on his feet is Sammy LeBoy. And Sammy LeBoy, who is electric in open field, gets a good return. The Cougars will start in FPD territory. Let's talk about him.
Yeah,
Broughton Branch. Go ahead.
That's a Swiss Army knife for the Brookstone Cougars.
He can literally do it all. But Broughton Branch, this guy has become now, I think, one of the stars at the quarterback position we have in our area and in the state in the GIAA. He has done everything Coach Ian Headley has needed him to do this year.
Yeah, I mean, at 6'2", you don't see too many quarterbacks in high school at that height anymore in Georgia. I mean, especially just being a junior, 1,900 yards passing, 22 touchdowns this year from the quarterback.
Broughton Branch takes the snap, will hand it off. No, RPO, throws it low, and there is the speedster. His name is Mitchum Kelly, and if you see him going down the sideline, that's because he's one of the best deep threats we have.
Oh, yeah, right now you can kind of see with the starting out, it's kind of just getting Broughton Branch into the field of the game. Little quick hitter to Terry there, getting downfield on the slant. He was able to find the zone, sit down in it, and get the pass.
In the backfield right now with him is Kelly. That is great. Deacon Leatherwood, and Leatherwood will try to catch it on the screen pass, and he throws it low.
Yeah, Broughton Branch that time just didn't quite set his feet. Let the ball just kind of float out of his hands there, drops down short in front of Leatherwood, unable to make the catch.
Bringing 2nd down and 10. LeBoy and Kelly, those two guys have so much speed on the outside, it's hard to handle defensively. And again, they're doing this without their leading rusher, Kingston Terry, who got hurt. Dylan Terry, got hurt earlier in the year. Handoff is to Deacon Leatherwood. And Leatherwood gets 3 hard, tough-nosed yards there to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, he gets them down close to the red zone on that one. It's going to come down key for the Cougars' offensive line to be able to get a push with the backup running back in there for the Cougars. Not a whole lot of drop-off. Leatherwood, a tough runner, but Terry not being back there is really going to hurt the offense right now as far as the run game.
Branch takes the snap, looks, keeps it, rolls out, makes a spin move, makes one-man miss, still going, throws it low, and he was looking there for Sammy LeBoy, and LeBoy dives, and it goes incomplete, and I'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, it looked like Branch was trying to go left there. I believe he lost control of the ball, able to keep control of it. Couldn't quite make a throw, decided to spin out and try to find LeBoy down there on the sideline, unable to do so. That'll set them up 4th and 7 now from the 21-yard line. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out there, though, and go for this one. No, they got the kicker out there now. My bad. I'm sorry. I just saw him walk out. Jimmy Hunter.
Yep, and Jimmy Hunter, who is a fantastic kicker for this Brookstone team, a weapon, who I saw kick a game winner in this quarterfinals 2 years ago. And Coach Headley calls a timeout. Looks like the play clock was going down, and Coach Headley didn't like it. We're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic. We want to say thank you to all our sponsors. This is the G2 commercial game of the week. Shout out to Jack Hayes, who said, to quote him, his son AJ did not get his athleticism from him. He also has a daughter here, Blakely, who's a cheerleader and a basketball player. And we want to say thank you again for Jack Hayes and G2 Commercial for supporting what we do at Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Yes, he does a great job out there. We've been able to call a couple Brookstone games and been able, thankfully for Jack Hayes, being able to sponsor us and get us out there so we can bring some Cougar athletics to the fans out there and to the parents able to watch from home. Getting ready for the kick from Hunter now as they step back out onto the field.
And the the field goal is up, and the field goal's no good. It's wide left.
Kick is no good.
Hunter is saying it was good. Branch thinks it was good.
Seems like they were trying to think it went over the upright because it was a high kick.
It was.
Easily. But it looks like the official on the other side by the upright thought it went to the left.
It looked good from here, but again, our angle is not the best.
It's one of those things where I've seen it happen a couple times in recent games on TV and whatnot, where if an inch of the ball goes over the upright at all, they're going to call it a no-good kick, saying it should be all the way inside the upright. So I'm not sure with that height.
Summer Baker also is celebrating a birthday. She turns 18 today.
Looks like Brookstone step back to a more traditional 4-3 offense.
And handoff up the middle, Brady McHugh, and McHugh runs over a man, and a tough run for number 15 from FPD on first down.
Yeah, McHugh's a tough runner for the Vikings so far this year. Able to get 516 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's averaging 5.4 a carry so far. 96 carries, looking to get that 100 carry mark already this season.
Second down and short. Cash Walker throws it over the outstretched arms and finds the tight end. Nice pass to number 82, Tinsley Lewis, the senior, and that's a first down. Nice play call there, slipping out and getting the first down, Mike.
Yeah, that was a good one there, being able to get out and find a little soft spot in the zone. McHugh coming into the game with 25 catches, 386 yards, and 6 touchdowns. One of the leading receivers for the Vikings, and he's showing it so far in this second drive. Got a little false start there. Left tackle looks like he came down from the 2-point, fell into a 3-point stance there, and they got him for a false start. So 1st and 15 upcoming for First Presbyterian Day now.
So first down and 15, another after what Mike just said. Walker, McHugh. Walker, that looks like a fumble. The ball's on the ground, and did Brookstone get on top of it?
Looks like it may, see if it slid out of bounds or not before we can get to it. Looks like it did.
Yeah, and they're going to say second down and 12 now.
Yeah, they had the good defense going there. Colton Jordan was trying to chase down the quarterback and read the pitch, but ran into one of his own men out there, and Cash was able to pitch it back. Thankfully for the Cougars, unfortunately for the Vikings, the ball hit the ground, and they're still behind the chains here. Second down and about 12 to go.
Second down and 12. Walker gets it out to McHugh. McHugh sets up the screen. Good blocking. They may have gotten away with a hold, and there comes the flag. Yeah, I thought they were going to get a hold there on Marlon Kramer. He was definitely had a handful of jersey there, Mike, and that's going to come back.
Yeah, he had William Gilly. William Gilly was out there trying to get away. You can see him trying to force himself off of it, but a fistful of jersey. Referee saw it. They get the hold right there, so it's going to be a spot foul. So it's probably going to set them back second down and 20 from that point. You can see the screen pass on that one. You kind of saw it coming with the way they had the stacked twins on the inside slot there. Brookstone did a decent job of trying to cover it, but the hold kind of slowed things down, and they were able to get downfield and get some kind of yardage. Thankfully for the Cougars, though. Set them back 10 yards, 2nd and 20.
Walker in the offense trying to get the play from Brett Collier. Trying to make it to his 3rd straight state championship.
I think Cash Walker back there, quarterback, just a freshman in this position. A lot of tough metal in that kid.
And there goes Cash. Cash gets hit hard. And A.J. Hayes knows how to put and lay down the boom.
Yeah,
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Frankie Bickerstaff in on that one as well, coming down from the safety position. That's one thing you'll see about this defense for the Brookstone Cougars. They hit those valleys and those tunnels pretty quick from the safety position. A lot of good run stoppage there from the defensive secondary.
3rd and 20 for the Vikings. Walker gets it out. McHugh misses the tackle as Hayes, but it slows him down in the pursuit with Charlie Peak leading it. Will bring up 4th down, and this Cougars defense is not playing. And I remember talking to the man that leads the defense, Coach Farmer, who I think is one of the best defensive coordinators we have in our area. He has led this incredible Cougars defense to a sensational season.
And you can see the Cougars, they don't rely on just that. You don't see people standing there watching the play. The entire defense is chasing the ball down. That time you're able to get Hudson Kuhn on the tackle as well. He came in as the backup to William Gilly after that hold. So even their backup secondary guys are coming up making plays in the run game.
And a booming punt. LaBoy will watch it bounce, pick it up at the 27, and makes a man miss, and then finally taken down at the 31-yard line. Filling in for the great Scott Miller, who is at Columbus State University, where he calls softball, soccer, girls and boys basketball, baseball. He is a voice of the Cougars and a legend in this area. Also calls games for Brookstone. I mean, Mike, we're having fun right now, man.
Oh, yeah. Feels like the game's going by faster, and it's just the way it's been going. We're only halfway through the first quarter so far. Cougars with their 2nd possession of the game now. The Vikings showing more of a cover 2.
1st down for Broughton Branch. LaBoy in motion. And he'll hand it off to Deacon Leatherwood, and Deacon will get maybe half a yard.
Yeah, good defense there up front for the Vikings. You're able to get Jacob Rogers in there, the 6'3", 250-pound junior, able to plug the hole in the middle. Kept Leatherwood from getting too much ground there, kept the offensive line from moving the line of scrimmage. Vikings showing blitz.
And Bryant will get it out to Mitchum Kelly. Mitchum Kelly pushing hard. Mitchum Kelly still on his feet. And on 2nd down, gets past the 1st down marker. Nice pursuit and great effort there by Mitchum Kelly.
And that was a good job by Branch as well. You look at it, you're always told throw where the blitz is because that's where they're going to be missing a guy. You saw Ja'Cory Burke coming up blitzing off the edge there for First Presbyterian. He threw it right where he would have been.
And he gives it there to Deacon Leatherwood. Leatherwood gets a yard.
Yeah, it seems like both teams right now kind of focusing on that run game. You see the way that First Presbyterian, even with a 4-man front, a lot of flow from the linebackers. Brookstone going 5-man front, so it's going to come down to quarterback play so far tonight.
Branch will take off and run, and there goes Broughton Branch on 2nd down. Branch gets 7, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
That was a nice little job there, doing a little jump back cut. Looks like it was like more of a quarterback zone read. He was supposed to go right initially, saw the cutback lane right behind the center, and he was able to hit it, get about 7 yards on that one. It sets him up 3rd and short now. See what the Cougars have lined up on offense.
Branch handed off. And nice pickup there by Deacon Leatherwood. First down, Cougars. They get past midfield.
Yeah, Leatherwood's showing, even at 5'8", 175, he's more of a north and south runner, just putting his head down, getting what he can.
Cougars driving once again. Came up empty-handed last drive. Branch hands off to Deacon Leatherwood. Leatherwood, big hole. And Leatherwood gets stopped just short. And it'll be third down and manageable.
Yeah, it looks like he was ready to
Actually,
break
second
one.
down and manageable.
He was ready to break one right there. Brett Griffin coming up from the DB spot, able to get the tackle.
Second and short. Handoff, Leatherwood.
Deacon Leatherwood.
Gets another first down.
That is yet another.
Got to give it that offensive line for Brookstone right now. Able to move the ball, able to keep it going here on the ground. That's what you love to see as an offensive lineman. T.J. Whitfield, Eric Smallwood over on the right side doing their job.
And there goes Broughton Branch on the arc. Nice job on the read option and another Brookstone first down. The running game going for the Cougars on this drive.
Yeah, you seen him going midline there, about to hand it off to Terry. Saw a hole as they started collapsing on the running back. Branch able to find a little gap on the right side, hit that 4-hole, and then take off upfield for another first down.
Branch to LeBoy. LeBoy breaks free. Sammy LeBoy, touchdown, Cougars. And LeBoy showing you why he's one of the more electric players on this Brookstone team, 6-0 Brookstone.
Yeah, you saw it there again. Second time this drive. Throw it where the blitz is. Sammy LeBoy was lined up out wide to the right. They brought the blitz in from that side with the DB. As soon as he walked in and made the blitz, brought Branch through it right where he was supposed to be. LeBoy was able to take it to the house from there. Touchdown, Brookstone. They go up 6-0 now. Big play from Branch.
Big time touchdown there for the Cougars. And Coach Ian Headley dialing it up. Hunter makes it 7-0, and the Cougars go up with 1:24 left here in the first. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Middle Georgia Sports Live.
Glenn Smith's closing out the year is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Full-size GMC Sierras, almost $15,000 off. GMC Canyons, over $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing. Plus, no payments until March of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith's GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everybody. Brookstone and FPD in a battle here. Mike was just talking about I'm losing my voice right now, it seems like. At the worst time, but we're having fun.
Just got to warm it back up, man. It's been a couple weeks for you on the mic.
FPD, right now, 2 drives. They've been in the negative on both of them. Brookstone obviously doing whatever they want offensively right now. What's your message if you're Brett Collier to get your team back focused? You're not out of this by no means, but obviously it's been a rough start here early on.
Well, it's the mistakes that's stopped them on offense right now. They've been able to get downfield. You've had a holding call, a couple of false starts that's been able to set them back behind the chains. That gives Brookstone the opportunity to pin those ears back and get back in the backfield between A.J. Hayes and A.J. Peak.
And handoff is to Brady McHugh. McHugh pushes the pile. Tough run there. Bring up second down and about 6. Good run on first down from McHugh.
And that's what you see it with the Brookstone off defense right now. They're going more of a 5-man front. Even with a 4-man front, they're bringing somebody off the edge because First Presbyterian with Cash Walker back there, you got a freshman at quarterback. The defense is trying to take advantage of that, put pressure on him, make him try to make the right decisions. And it's a big game for a freshman to be in right now, even though he's played a couple games already this season.
Cash Walker on the handoff, direct snap, and Walker will get 10, and that'll be a first down for FPD.
Yeah, that was just a quarterback midline right there, able to do a good job from the offensive line, getting a good push, moving the Brookstone Cougars upfield, and Cash just kind of just ran with it, able to just follow his blockers for another first down.
First down and 10, Walker gets another hard-nosed 5 or 6 yards. And obviously Walker is not going to you're playing with a freshman right now.
Yeah.
And Walker probably not going to throw for 400 yards. So they're going to have to get offense through running the football. And that's pretty much been what Brett Collier's offense has done. This Major Simmons is such an athlete that they're kind of missing right now. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The Cougars on top of the Vikings. Winner into the state championship. Road to Macon on the line. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours. Save today when you join for just $1 down and work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late. Kettlebells, crack of dawn.
I'm first one in.
No, you're not. Before drop off.
During lunch. Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends November 20th.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we are back here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live and MGSL. Brookstone and FPD, winner of the state championship. Second down, FPD driving here after doing much of nothing on the first 2 possessions of the game. Walker, we're handing off to McHugh. McHugh will bounce to the outside. McHugh breaks a tackle. McHugh runs for another 8-9 yards, and then will be an FPD first down.
Tough run from the running back there, McHugh. He's doing a good job of being able to get outside and come upfield, make sure he falls forward. Like I said, he's averaging 5.4 yards a carry, so that was enough right there to get another first down with 2nd and 5. Keep the drive going for the Vikings.
And there goes McHugh. McHugh cuts it up in the inside, and nothing there. Meeting him was a host of Cougars, including number 8, Harrison Baker.
Yeah, good job of flow there. Matthew Archibald over to come up from the strong safety position and make the play in the backfield to get to him initially. Harrison Baker able to finish it up and clean it, make sure it was a loss on the pass. Seems like Brookstone, when they come out at first, it's a 3-4-man front, but then after a couple of plays, they were First Presbyterian was able to run the ball.
Say that 3 times
fast. I know. I'm just going to start saying the FPD, be easier. But Brookstone goes to a 5-man front and changes it up, and that's when they're able to cause trouble for the Viking offense.
And getting it out there is nice pass again to the tight end, Tinsley Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis, he's been pretty consistent out there at tight end. 18.3 yards per catch so far this year. That helps sets up FPD after that 2-yard loss. Now it's 3rd and a long 1 from the 45-yard line as they've crossed midfield to get into Brookstone territory.
Third and short. Walker, McHugh in the backfield. Motioning there is Brett Griffin. He'll hand it off to McHugh. McHugh will push hard, and I think he got enough, and he did, for another FPD first down.
Yeah, Baker able to get back there and make the tackle, but not before McHugh gets the first down. Good job by the front line for FPD. You had Thomas Everett leading the charge out there for the offensive line, him and Jacob Rogers. Jacob Rogers, another two-way star for the Vikings.
And there goes McHugh, and McHugh gets 6 yards on first down.
Another little screen out there on trips. Usually you see it. If they go stacker trips, FPD likes to get the ball outside to McHugh. Get the ball quick out of Cash's hands. Nice little first down play there for the Vikings. Get them up about 2nd and 4 now.
FPD rolling right now, trying to tie this game. Walker, and he'll be taken down for a sack. Another sack there by Brookstone Jacob Hack. 3rd and long. Loss of about 13, Mike.
Yeah, that was a perfect play call for defense right there, bringing Hack off the edge. Actually, Hack playing over center. He was able to get past the center there as the nose blow by him and been able to get back there and get into Cash's face. Looks like it's 3rd and about 15, 16 from the 48-yard line now. I think if you're FPD at this point, you just kind of want to get about half of that yardage back and see what you want to do from there on offense.
And throwing it, almost intercepted. He was trying to find Brett Griffin. It was off the hands of number 14 from Brookstone, Colton Jordan.
Looks like there's a flag on the play as well. The umpire threw it, so it's more in the line of where holding would be. So instead of 4th and 15 after the batted pass, I don't know if they're going to go take the penalty or not. And Coach Headley's going to decline that penalty to make it 4th down. So 4th and 15 upcoming for the Vikings after the holding call and the incomplete pass. So FPD bringing out the punt team now again for the 3rd time tonight. A little under 8 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. The Cougars were able to bear down there once FPD had a good drive going, able to cross midfield. But that big sack by Jacob Hack was able to stop FPD in their tracks, and now they're finna get the ball back in LeBoy's hands.
And that punt will be to LeBoy. LeBoy will get it. LeBoy still on his feet. LeBoy at the 25. Sammy still breaking tackles. Sammy LeBoy all the way up to close to 40. And then a penalty flag over here to the near sideline. Extracurricular activities is going to cost Brookstone's good return.
Yeah, Hudson Kuhn looks like he drove the block all the way into the sideline and just kept going, kind of caused a little bit of, I guess you can say a little unnecessary roughness is what the official's probably going to call on that one, but that's going to set the Cougars back probably 15 yards from maybe the spot of the foul, actually.
Hey, much love to the FPD band over there, bringing some great tunes to Max Strong Stadium tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a personal foul on Brookstone. That's going to set them back.
Yep.
Y'all can play Frankenstein all night long. I love that tune.
So now they're going to have the ball. Instead of near midfield, it's going to be at the 24-yard line of the Cougars as they get ready to start this possession here after having a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if they still do that same style. See if FPD brings somebody up on a blitz and Branch just throws it where the safety's supposed to be.
And there's going to be a handoff. Nice job there by Deacon Leatherwood on first down.
Leatherwood showing you don't have to have all those moves and jukes to be able to get upfield. He gets about 6-7 yards. Again, just more of a north and south runner. You don't see that too much on a 175-pound back. Hand off to Leatherwood again.
And, yeah, Leatherwood maybe gets, a yard there.
Yeah, the FPD defense able to stop him on that one. First guy to come up with it was Tinsley Lewis, also the tight end on offense, after having a big catch last drive on the offensive side for the Vikings, able to get upfield to stop Leatherwood. 3rd and a long 2, maybe 3 upcoming for Brookstone now.
Third and short. Branch. And that will be first down.
That's where that 6'2" lean body starts to come into play as a quarterback. He needed 2 yards. He knows, all right, I'm about 2 yards tall. I'm going to go ahead and lean forward and try and get as much as I can there. Ends up with 4 and gets first down for Brookstone.
Branch. Nice pass over to Mitchum Kelly. Mitchum Kelly gets a first down.
That was a beautiful comeback route by Kelly. He was able to get upfield and pretty much lose the DB. Little stutter step, comeback. Branch finds him, throws the ball before he turns around basically, and it's right there in his hands. Easy first down for the Cougars as they get ready at midfield now.
First down, 10 at the 50 for Brookstone. And it'll be a false start.
Looks like that one may have been on Kelly out wide out there. Flinched just a little bit on the clap, and the official saw it as he was right in front of him. That'll move him back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15.
Glenwood and Trinity Presbyterian playing right now. Carver leading Redan 35-0 already.
We might have seen that one coming, to be honest. Could set up what's going to be a big game next week if the situations hold for Carver.
He'll get it out. There's Mitchum Kelly. Kelly won't get anything there. He'll actually lose yards. It'll be 2nd down and long.
Big tackle there by the Vikings. Brady McHugh, also the running back, another two-way star here for FPD. Getting back there, making a big tackle on Kelly in open space in the backfield. That's going to set them up 2nd down and 18 now from the 42-yard line to Brookstone. They got to get to the 40 of FPD in order to keep this drive going.
Branch gets it out. Perfect pass. And there goes Mitchum Kelly. Kelly doesn't fall down. He may have gotten even more. And it'll bring up 3rd down and short. Good play and good route there by Mitchum Kelly and Broughton Branch.
Yeah, that was a big 15-yard reception right there from Kelly. Another one of those sideline comeback passes. He's able to get it. Branch just get it just over the linebackers there in the 2nd level, over their outstretched hands and into the hands of Kelly, setting up 3rd and manageable now. Big bat down there. Huge play by Tinsley Lewis. We've called his name twice already on this drive on defense. Looks like Brookstone's going to get ready to punt now. Try and pin the FPD down deep. You got a guy like Lewis on the edge. If he can't get to the quarterback with that height, he's going to get up in the air and get those hands in the way.
So 4th down.
Let's see if Hunter can pin him down deep here.
Jimmy, who's taking on the dual role this year, will have it get a nice Brookstone bounce, and they're going to pin them at the 5. And that's where FPD will take over with 3:58 here left in the first half.
It's definitely been more of a defensive battle than we imagined. A couple of mistakes on each side on offense, but a lot of swarming on defense. Good play calling so far on both sides.
George Walton beating Stratford right now, Mike Frost, which means that's who would play the winner of this game next week. And Stratford being the #1 team in the state, losing at home. Brookstone winning at home. And there goes Cash Walker. Walker get 3 yards there, 4.
Hey, good little. They're just trying to get them out from being pinned down deep in their own zone. Give them a little bit of room to work with here. Cash Jones is running behind the lead blockers there. Looks like they had a couple pulling in, a running back in front of them.
So second down. And there's a nice handoff to number 5, Brett Griffin. And it will be enough for an FPD first down.
Yeah, nice little motion jet sweep there. A little change of pace for the Vikings on offense. I hadn't seen too many of the jet sweeps so far. He came from the slot position, able to come across, get the handoff from Cash, and take off for the first down.
First down and 10. Walker pitch to McHugh. McHugh to the outside. McHugh gains a couple.
Yeah, he was able to make more
Yeah,
out of it. Yeah, I mean,
way
we didn't
more
see,
than that.
Yeah, we didn't see as far as, I mean, he had nothing to work with there for a second, but McHugh was able to get outside and kind of kept Harrison Baker at bay for just long enough to be able to get about 6 yards on that carry. Another jet sweep, this time to the right again.
Yep, and that looks like he'll be right at the first down marker.
Yeah, he might be a little, well, let's see what the official says, if it's short or not. It's going to be real close.
And then there's an injured Cougar right now, so we'll have the Jack Houston Memorial Injury Timeout. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back, everybody. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
Charlie Peak able to get to the sideline under his own power after that injury.
So 3rd and short. Charlie Peak, hand off McHugh. McHugh, big hole. McHugh gets an FPD first down.
Touchdown saving tackle there
Big
by Mitchell
time.
Kelly. Able to hold on to him. McHugh looked like he was about to bust one free and try to tie this game up late in the first half.
Let's hope that Charlie Peak is okay.
Another first down for FPD at the 39-yard line. They try to get downfield and get a score.
And there gets 2 yards. He'll bring up second down and about 8.
Yeah, clogged up in the middle there. Got moved a little bit there, but Luke Moss, the sophomore defensive lineman, able to stop McHugh. Keep it to a 2-3 yard gain for FPD and make sure this clock keeps chewing down.
1:45 and counting. Cash Walker gets it out quickly. And that's a great tackle by number 20, Frankie Bickerstaff. And they'll lose a yard. They'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that was beautiful out there in the open field. Just held on to him and waited for the rest of the defense to get there to clean it up. He was not going to let him go and let him get any more yardage on that. 3rd and 8 now upcoming for the Vikings.
And they're not having a lot of hustle with it being almost under a minute. And he'll get it out to the tight end once again. Number 82, Tinsley Lewis. And he'll bring up 4th down and short for the Vikings.
Yeah, I was trying to see. It looks like Brookstone's got all 3 timeouts. I'm not sure why they haven't called one to try and hurry up and get the ball back here. If you're FPD, you've got 20. You can punt the ball with about 21, 22 seconds left to go here in the first half and not leave Brookstone a whole lot of room to work with.
So they're going to bring on the punting unit as the clock is about 20 seconds is when they would have to snap it unless, and then they just reset the play clock.
They sure did.
So I don't even have to take a snap.
Nah, with the substitutions, I believe the official just reset the game clock and the play clock, I'm sorry.
And if you're the Vikings, you don't even have to punt this.
Yeah, just take it to the locker room
and
as
that's
is.
exactly what's going to happen. So the Cougars are going to be up on the Vikings in a rematch of the 2023 state championship. Winner goes to Macon 7-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Silverado and Colorados. Ready to roll for November. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts over $15,000 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $6,500 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile. Glenn Smith's closing out the year is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Full-size GMC Sierras, almost $15,000 off. GMC Canyons, over $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing. Plus, no payments until March of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours. Save today when you join for just $1 down and work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late. Kettlebells, crack of dawn.
I'm first one in.
No, you're not. Before drop-off.
During lunch. Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends November 20th.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
back, everyone. What a slugfest there in that first half as the Cougars and the Vikings, 7-0. Cougars able to score in their second possession of the game. FPD was able to drive there in that last possession of the half, but ended up running the clock out. Mike, first half thoughts as Eminem's playing in the background.
Well, yeah, it's been a defensive battle on both sides right now. FPD doing a good job of trying to contain Broughton Branch, Samuel LeBoy, all those guys on offense, Mitchum Kelly. But the story really is the defense of the Cougars right now, because FPD having to go with a backup quarterback as a freshman in Cash, not able to really move the football downfield as they would with Major out there at quarterback. So they've been able to go 5-man front, stop the options, stop the pitches, and they've been able to keep them there and kind of get, even if FPD's moving the ball, they're able to get a couple of negative plays and put them behind the chains and try to get the ball back.
Winner plays Stratford or George Walton, and we got confirmation it is Stratford that was up 21-0 on George Walton. And the second half is underway. Cougars will get the football first. LeBoy will take it from the 5. 15-20, blocking in front. There goes Samuel LeBoy, the electric number 9, and then he gets hit hard out of bounds, but not before a 60-yard return from Samuel LeBoy.
And I can tell you right there with him coming out left right there, he was freed up by Harrison Baker. Harrison Baker put somebody on their backside over there on that block. Freed up LeBoy to come down the sideline. Big block, big run. Brookstone gets to start the ball off in FPD territory right now.
First down for the Cougars, and they're going to start at the FPD 42-yard line. Branch in the backfield with him is Deacon Leatherwood. And it'll be handoff to Leatherwood. Leatherwood gets maybe a yard.
Leatherwood been one of those sneaky backs so far. You know, he's the backup behind Dylan Terry. Doing a very serviceable job tonight, though, for the Cougars with that north and south running style, just finding the gap, hitting it. He might get 1 or 2 here or there, but every now and then you see those 7, 8, 9-yard runs start to break off for him, helping free things up for Branch in the backfield.
Branch. Takes the snap. Looking, blocking, under duress, and just going to have to throw it away. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9, about maybe a short 8.
Yeah, good job by FPD to get in the backfield and try to get in the face and cause pressure on Branch. Carson Cochran able to get through from the linebacker position and kind of get in the face of Branch, make him chase it and just throw it out of bounds. 3rd and long upcoming now.
Kelly here to the near side. LeBoy in the slot. Trying to motion someone and no one's moving. Branch gets the final call in. 2 seconds, 1, and they're not going to get it off in time, and that's going to be a delay of game.
Not sure what was going on that one. A little bit of confusion between Branch and the sideline as far as getting the play in and getting somebody in position, but I don't think Coach Headley wanted to waste a timeout this early in the 3rd quarter.
No, never. Not in a game like this.
Nah, even with 3rd and long and then now about to be 3rd and 14, you just want to, all right, let's play it out. It's too early to kind of waste a timeout there.
I wonder if this is 4-down territory, too, with the way your defense is playing. And if it is, changes up the play call here on 3rd and 14. Branch gets it out. Kelly catches it. Nice route. And he'll be short of the 1st down marker, but we'll make it 4th down and about 5 or 6. We'll see decision time for Coach Headley, and it looks like he's going to go for it. And I figured with that call, this is 4-down territory for the Cougars.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. It's 4th and 5, big 9-yard catch on that one by Kelly. Let's see if they got dialed up here for a 4th down play.
Branch spins out of it, but will not the second time, and that will go down as a sack. Number 6, Ja'Cory Burke on the tackle for loss. And on 4th down, a major turnover on downs, and FPD will get it in Brookstone territory.
Yeah.
Excuse me, in their territory, but a big-time stop there by FPD.
That was a big sack from the freshman coming off the edge, getting on the blitz. Get that in the backfield before Broughton Branch had time to make a decision. 4th and 5, they turn it over on downs, and the FPD gets the ball down. Just one score, it's still a ball game. Let's see what kind of adjustments they made at the half as well on the offensive side to try to combat this Brookstone defense that smothered them the entire first half.
FPD playing without their senior starter, Major Simmons, at quarterback with the freshman Cash Walker. Walker will be taken down for a sack of his own. And Charlie Peak was sack number 2, and he comes up with a roar.
Charlie Peak, the 6'3", 200-pound edge for Brookstone, doing his job tonight, getting backfield. He pins those ears back, gets back there, makes the big play. I believe that's his 7th sack of the season right there. Coming in with 5 tonight.
And handoff is to McHugh. McHugh met right past the original line of scrimmage is Harrison Baker with a big-time hit.
Sets them out on 3rd and about 9.5 now here for FPD. See what kind of play call they've got lined up again. Not a whole lot of a aerial threat with Cash Walker at quarterback, but able to move with the ball. They're probably going to try to move the pocket here, try to get a screen out wide, get one of those guys out in space like McHugh and see if they can get the first down.
Walker steps up, fires it deep, and it will be almost intercepted. Good defense there by Frankie Bickerstaff. He was looking for Marlon Kramer, but throws it short, and it'll be 4th down and punting situation for the Vikings.
Yeah, great job there. Kramer, another one of those possession receivers for the Vikings. But Bickerstaff was running with him pretty much stride for stride, able to turn around, make a play on the ball. Avoided any kind of possible what could have been pass interference by turning his head around, getting those hands up, knocking the ball down. Now Samuel LeBoy hoping to make a big play here on special teams for the Cougars.
And this one, not a great punt. It is high, but doesn't get much of a bounce. And it will be down at the 25, and that's what Brookstone will take over with 8:40 here in the 3rd quarter. 7-0 is your score. Glenwood was leading 14-0 over Trinity Presbyterian last time we checked. We also had Carver dominating Redan. They'll be moving on. Russell County was losing 14-7 to Hueytown last time we checked.
The Golden Gophers.
We also have Columbus at Hayfield Charter. We don't have a score there. Spencer lost last night to Miller Grove. Troup County got a big win as they move on. Cougars trying to make it to state here. They take on FPD. They get it out quickly. Nice screen pass as he found number 88, Stuart Wolf.
I believe that's his first catch of the game for Wolf. Gets him about 7 on that one, setting up 2nd and 3 now. Little quick hitters get Broughton Branch back into the ball game here in this 3rd quarter.
And that will be a handoff to Deacon Leatherwood. Leatherwood gets 2 yards. He'll bring up 3rd down and short for Brookstone. If you're Ian Headley, you would love nothing more than a 4 or 5 minute drive, put it in the end zone, and go up by 2 scores on this Vikings team.
Yeah, you'd like to chew up the clock here, especially with the way your defense has been playing so far today.
Remember, in the first match, Brookstone won 31-22 as there's a handoff to Deacon Leatherwood and will get enough for the first down. A high-scoring affair as Brookstone was throwing all over the place. Terry was sensational.
Yeah, you can tell both defensive coordinators watched a lot of film from that previous matchup going into the night.
And we got complete opposite here.
Got trips on this side. Looks like one's uncovered.
And handoff is to Sammy LaBoy, and LaBoy on his first carry gets 7 hard yards there, bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, if you're Ian Headley, you're going to look for that formation again because with trips out here, they had 2 men over here in coverage and 1 on the inside. The safety started coming up to blitz, leaving a man wide open. Looks like same again here.
LaBoy bounces to the outside. LaBoy spins his way. Another Brookstone first down.
Yeah, he gets up to the 48-yard line as they get near midfield, kind of chewing this clock down a little bit. Like you said, 4 or 5 minute drive, maybe a little bit longer. I don't think Ian Headley would be too upset with that. But at the same time, FPD making sure Brookstone drives it downfield, not giving up any big plays.
Russell County losing to Hueytown 21-13. Second quarter there. Branch, RPO, nice pass. Stuart Wolf. Wolf makes a man miss, but there will be a flag, and they're going to
block in the back there on Jack Jones.
Yeah, Jack's going to cost them on that nice first down screen pass.
It was one of those ones you hate, too. You see it as an OC because he basically was already past the guy, made the move, was able to get upfield. If Jack Jones would have just kind of threw those hands up and let the play happen, it wouldn't have been a penalty at all. He'd just still gotten the yardage.
Either way, still a great catch and run by the senior tight end.
Glenwood up 20-0 and Trinity Presbyterian, both 9-2 on the year. Cougars trying to go to 10-2 and make it to the quarterfinals. Ryan Nelson's Gators are playing lights-out football right now.
And who said they couldn't win when they went public?
There was quite a few. Taking names and numbers. I promise you that was Ryan Nelson. 1st and 15, Branch. End of the game for Brookstone is Kingston Terry. He'll get it out quickly to Mitchum Kelly. Kelly gets 7 and will bring up 2nd down and 7.
Nice little quick hitter there from Broughton Branch. Seems like that's basically what's worked best for them tonight. First Presbyterian, even with just running the 3-man front right now, they're still able to get those gaps and kind of get some pressure on Branch on long dropbacks.
And there is Terry. Terry, not much. Maybe even lost something. 3rd down.
3rd down from midfield. There's FPD. Even like I said earlier, I mean, just a 3-man front up front, but those linebackers flow, reading the guards very quickly and being able to get upfield and get in those lanes and stop the running game for Brookstone, making it kind of basically putting the offense in Broughton Branch's hands and make him make the right decisions.
Branch fires it deep. Kelly tries to adjust. Good coverage there by Marlon Kramer. And it'll bring up 4th and 8, and there'll be a punt for the Brookstone Cougars.
Yeah, great coverage there on the back end by FPD. Pretty much man coverage. You had Brett Griffin coming over from the safety spot, but Marlon Kramer basically on his own on an island out there out wide for FPD, able to make the good play there and cause 4th down for the Cougars. Another defensive stop for the Vikings here. Still 7-0 late in the 3rd quarter.
And there's a punt by Hunter. And a bounce. And nice. We'll pin them near the 5. And that's what FPD will take over. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got more here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Welcome back, everyone. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Thrift Behringer, Mike Frost. And on a first down handoff from Brady McHugh, he'll get 3 yards and a cloud of dust there. As we're at 4:30 here in the third quarter, and a 7-0 game by the Cougars. Yeah, now, as dominant as the Cougars have been, Mike, FPD's only down 7. They have not gotten it past the 40 of Brookstone. Have not even been close to scoring position. But they're only down a score, though. And that one's tipped up in the end. It's going to be intercepted. And that's going to be picked off by Frankie Bickerstaff. And getting his hands on it was number 14, Colton Jordan.
Again, that defense right there, the defense has been on it all night long. If you can't get to the quarterback and your job is to get back there to him, you throw those hands up. He did it, tipped the ball in the air. Great job by Bickerstaff to lay out and get the interception.
I think that was Colton Jordan. It may have been someone else that got a hand on it, but it was number 20, Frankie Bickerstaff, with a big-time interception, and that's that Phil Coach Farmer defense. Coming up huge. Let's see what Coach Headley's got dialed up on first down. Kind of a broken play. Branch, so able to stutter step and turn it into a positive. Gets 5 yards, what looked like was going to be a loss.
Yeah, it looks like it was a little bit of a misread from Leatherwood. It looks like it was supposed to be an option play, like an RPO in the backfield. Leatherwood had already hit the line of scrimmage by the time Branch turned around and just decided to take off to the left with it. Nice little 5-yard carry on the broken play.
Second down. Branch gets it out quickly. There's Mitchum Kelly, walks in, touchdown.
Big score there for the Brookstone Cougars to make it a 2-score game. With the defense playing the way it is, you start to wonder if this is kind of like where they, all right, y'all, let's just let this clock chew up now. The defense is doing their job. Maintain, don't let up, especially on that defensive side of the ball right now, able to keep Cash, Walker, and the FPD offense at bay.
Man, Branch threw a strike there. Kelly on the slant. What a move by him to get open, jukes the defender away, and Brookstone will have that one blocked, the extra point. But the Cougars turn the turnover to a touchdown, and they lead by 13 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live and MGSL.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Glenn Smith's closing out the year is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Full-size GMC Sierras, almost $15,000 off. GMC Canyons, over $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing. Plus, no payments until March of next year. Now is the time for end of year.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. McHugh will have a touchback. And how many times have we seen that this year? Coach Farmer's defense gets a big turnover, and then Ian Headley dials up a touchdown, and they lead by 2 scores. If you're FPD, nothing going good right now with your offense. What do? It's hard getting the ball out. The Cash is having a tough time with Peak and Savon Kelly, those big guys up front. Running the football has worked to an extent, but they always stall out. What do you do here if you're Coach Collier?
It's going to take a little bit of adjustment as far as misdirection goes on offense. You can't really throw the ball too well. Brookstone making the adjustments at half with those screen passes. You see the jet sweep here. It's been their most successful run.
And there's a big run by touching the ball for the Brett Griffin, number 5, and that was one of the best plays this FPD team has had offense has had all night.
Yeah, and they're both consistent as far as the run dial up. They've run about 3 or 4 of those jet sweeps with Brett Griffin out of the slot of the wing. Third time we've been able to see them get a pretty decent chunk of yardage there from the wide receiver.
And Walker, no. Savon Kelly, yes. And big time sack there. Kelly and Peak have been living in the backfield.
Yeah, you saw the 6'5" Savon Kelly he wasn't fooled by the fake screen.
Not
there.
at all.
Cash Walker tried to go up the middle. Savon met him right there and said, not tonight. Second about 12 now for FPD. Again, like we talked about earlier with that offense, they have one good play, one big play or something like that with a run game, and then turn around and lose on the next one, go behind the chains, letting Brookstone pin those ears back.
Second down. And there will be Brett Griffin. Breck on the jet sweep. We'll bring it 3rd down and 7.
He's able to get outside there. Charlie Peak and all those guys swarm him on the defensive side for the right side of the defense for Brookstone. Still about an 8-yard gain or about 6-7 yard gain from Breck. Let's see what they got dialed up here, 3rd and long.
And there goes Walker. Walker, stutter steps. Walker gets 4 there. Bring up 4th down and short. If you're Coach Collier, what do you do, Mike Frost?
Well, at this point, with the way this game's been going on offense, you've got 13 and a half minutes left to go in this ball game. You're at midfield. You're not too deep. You're in almost basically plus territory, so you might as well go for it. With 3 yards to go, just kind of put it in one of your running back's hands. I assume we're going to see that jet sweep on this one, try and get it back in Brett Griffin's hands.
And again, they got him to jump offside. Savon not patient there, and on 4th and short will be a offsides and an FPD 1st down.
Yeah, with a hard count, they had Brett Griffin going in motion again with that jet sweep formation. Able to get the hard count and get Savon to jump off sides and get the 1st down without even having to run the play. That puts him at midfield now. Good call by Coach Collier to try to get Brookstone and that aggressive defense a little bit off balance.
Walker, Brett Griffin. Griffin, nice 1st down play and gets 5, 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, he was able to break that tackle. Got tripped up a little bit by Colton Jordan near the line of scrimmage, but still got 5 or 6 yards just diving forward on that one.
Passing through the air, Walker has not thrown it more than 10 yards downfield, aside for a couple times, and they both were almost intercepted.
Yeah.
It's usually been right out of the backfield or a screen pass. Hand off to McHugh. McHugh breaking tackles. McHugh 1st down, and FPD has gone deep as they have all night long in Brookstone territory, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. FPD driving, but the Cougars leads 13-0 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live and MGSL.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours. Save today when you join for just $1 down and work out whenever.
We're coming in early. Staying late. Kettlebells, crack of dawn.
I'm first one in.
No, you're not. Before drop-off.
During lunch. Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends November 20th.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Welcome back, everyone. First down. There goes number 5. Big-time carry there by Brett Griffin.
You're going to wait on Coach Farmer to try to get some kind of adjustment on that jet sweep. That's been the most consistent, most successful run play for FPD tonight with Brett Griffin coming from the slot in motion. Let's see if they try to catch him, try to catch him on the off balance, get a safety to come up on that opposite side of the motion. Trying to stop him from getting outside and cutting up field.
And that will be a nice pass to number 8, Marlon Kramer.
Yeah, nice little quick hitter. There's a lot of short passes. You don't see a lot of downfield from Cash Walker, but right now just getting his players in space. They've been able to make some moves here late in this ball game and try to at least keep this drive going. So now they're inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Vikings.
And there goes Brett Q. And Matt Q will get maybe a yard there.
A great job of pursuit there. Looks like that was Kingston Terry able to come up, make the tackle. After the missed tackle from Colton Jordan, McHugh able to get through him. Jump to the next level. Sorry, that was Harrison Baker. And now Harrison Baker's down on the ground, injured. So we'll take that Jack Houston Memorial Injury timeout while they tend to him. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live and MGSL.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here. So's Thrift.
Coming in hot. Second down. FPD driving here.
Harrison Baker able to get to the sideline under his own power. Looks like maybe the wind got knocked out of him on that tackle.
Second down, Walker. Walker on a good carry. Bring up 3rd and short. But again, if you're FPD, a little sense of urgency. Still plenty of time, down only 2 scores here. Finally into the red zone of Brookstone.
And Ashton Kimsey was able to pretty much just leave a hole and keep driving forward for Walker to follow. Kimsey showing some athleticism at the offensive line position, able to get second level. Keep things pushing now. 3rd and short upcoming for the Vikings.
Brett Griffin was in motion. Handoff to McHugh. McHugh will be met. And there is Colton Jordan on the stop. 4th down.
Nice little tackle for loss from the defensive end for Brookstone. Making up, he's had a couple missed tackles on this drive right here, trying to dive and make a couple plays, unable to do so. That time able to wrap up McHugh in the backfield, make it about 4th and a long 4 for the Vikings upcoming here from about the 18-yard line. And down 2 scores, the Vikings are going to have to go for it at this point. Just 9 minutes, a little over 9 minutes left to go in this ball game.
They need to get points.
You hear the cowbells, everybody standing and stomping at Max Strong Stadium.
And Coach Collier needs a timeout. We'll take 1-2. 9:01 remaining left in this one. Cougars on top of the Vikings. Winner of the state championship on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists, for long-distance love, for the far-sighted, nearsighted, for introverts and extroverts, for the thinkers and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Thrift Behringer, Mike Frost, Chris Gates, Louis Stanville here for you, bringing you all the action at Max Strong Stadium. 4th down for FPD, a huge play here.
Could determine how this ball game ends on this play.
Walker gets it out to McHugh. McHugh will be taken down by Colton Jordan. And the Cougars will get a turnover on downs.
They tried to stretch the Brookstone defense out wide. Colton Jordan making a big tackle out there, cleaned up by William Gilly. They tried to get him McHugh out there on the outside, but the passing game kind of being hurt by FPD, having the freshman Cash Walker out there tonight who's plating his heart out, just unable to get any kind of downfield. So Brookstone able to keep 9-10 in the zone in the box and keep this FPD team out of the end zone.
So now the Cougars, you can score once more. You'll put this one pretty much out of reach as LeBoy will get on the screen pass. LeBoy gets positive yardage there.
Got about 2 on that quick hitter from LeBoy, just trying to get him out in space. That phone booth quickness we've talked about before from Samuel LeBoy, able to get out there and make people miss. Unable to get a whole lot of touches tonight, though, on offense.
Second down. Trips to the near side. Hand off to Deacon Leatherwood. Leatherwood goes in between the tackles. If you're the Cougars, you want to take off as much time as possible here.
Yeah, you want to be able to drive it there, and that time able to come up and make a big play. Looks like that was Carson Cochran for FPD, able to stop him. Still about 3rd and medium upcoming for Brookstone now.
Third down. Branch. LeBoy. LeBoy spinning his way for a first down. Look at Samuel LeBoy. Great effort there.
Yeah, those strong legs of LeBoy. He may be tiny in stature, but he is a strong young man, able to make the spin move and keep moving and fall forward for an easy first down for Brookstone, crossing the 30-yard line.
Gators up 26-0 at the half.
Looks like Brookstone more content to just let the clock chew down now.
Branch. LeBoy, speedy. 10 yards and a first down.
That was a quick one right there. Able to get upfield, showing that quickness is LeBoy. Also had Aries Smallwood able to make the block, get up second level, and be able to clear a path for LeBoy to get up there and make another first down for the Brookstone Cougars. Look for what possibly could be a screen pass over here to the left-hand side with the stacked twins inside.
LeBoy, nothing there. You're seeing it's running back by committee. Dylan Terry goes down. He was putting up over 120 yards a game. He would have been over 1,000 on the year, and the senior gets hurt. Hate it for him, but it's been by committee with Gray Jones, with Leatherwood, LeBoy, some of Kelly. Branch has been utilizing his feet as well.
At that point, it's when next man up, everybody stands up for the Brookstone Cougars and able to keep this offense rolling.
Leatherwood make it 3rd and 7 for Brookstone.
Keep moving upfield, just chewing that clock. We're halfway through the 4th quarter now, so the next snap's probably going to be about 5:30 to go. Brookstone more than content. Right now, you want to be able to get another first down and try to keep chewing it. You want to hold on to this ball all the way till the clock hits 0.
Branch, nice pass, and it is caught by Jack Jones, and he will be right at the first down mark. It'll be 4th and short at the 50. They need to get to the 49 of FPD.
Well, looks like he's going to be on the inside. That far referee had him, but that's going to be a first down. He marked him.
He's marking him, saying first down.
Yeah, the official over here that was able to be on top of the tackle, marking him at the 49-yard line, enough for a first, and it keeps the drive going here. 5 minutes left to go. Coach Ian Headley trying to just chew this thing up.
Terry breaks tackles. Terry into the secondary and a first down.
The 5'8" sophomore putting on some moves with some fresh legs on offense for the Cougars. Another first down. They keep chewing it up, moving down inside the 40-yard line of the Vikings.
He and Headley fired up after that first down run. He and his team can feel it. 4:30 and counting.
If you're Ian Headley, you're feeling really nice about your offensive line because FPD knows you're running the ball to try and chew the clock, and to be able to still run the ball consistently at this point in the game shows a lot of grit.
Branch. Terry. Someone got a handful of jersey there. He was close to breaking it once again.
Yeah, that time Carson Cochran able to come up and hold on to that jersey of Terry and keep the tackle, minimizing the gain there to about 2.5. And LeBoy will be back in the backfield now for the Cougars as Terry comes to the sideline.
Hand off LeBoy. 3rd down.
Strong as he runs, you wouldn't guess from this distance he was 5'8", 165. Not just quick, but he runs strong, and that's what he does there to get upfield, making it about 3rd and 4 for the Cougars now, as we're down under 3 minutes to go in the game. Still 13-0.
Third down, and they're going to hold it as long as they can with 2:40. Hand off, LeBoy, bounce to the outside, LeBoy pushing, and he will be short. It'll be 4th down, and if you're Brookstone, you're definitely going for this. Put this game away here with this first down, even though FPD does have 2 timeouts left.
They're hoping to try and get a stop here,
but they need 2 scores.
Yeah. Situation's looking pretty dire right now for the Vikings, who've come out. They played really tough tonight, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Brookstone, you don't see them just scoring 13 too often in a game this season.
Branch. LeBoy, first down and more. Sammy LeBoy still on his feet. finally thrown down inside the 20, and the Cougars can taste it. They'll be heading to Macon next week to play for the 4A GIAA State Championship.
Looks like we're going to be looking forward to a Brookstone Stratford Academy State Final out at Mercer University next weekend. Now a minute and a half left to go in this ball game. They can just go ahead and ride this thing out from here. And basically expect them to just sit on it, just kneel it down.
And it's going to be tough picking the Alex Coiney Good Hands player of the game. I think we're going to have to do as Terry, another big time stop there. I just think it was just an overall incredible effort. Timeout, though, by FPD. We'll have that Alex Coiney Good Hands player of the game right after this.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long-distance love. For the far-sighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. Second down. All right, here it is. The Alex Coiney Good Hands players of the game. We're going to do an entire defense. It's that Brookstone defense. They were lights out. Coach Farmer, what a job play calling. Did not give up a touchdown and shut out this FPD team.
Yeah, you get this deep into the playoffs and you're able to shut out any kind of offense at this level. The defense just played lights out all night long. The game plan was on point.
And there's a flag, but Harrison Baker, A.J. Hayes, Charlie Peak, Savon Kelly, Colton Jordan, Gray Jones, Archibald. The list goes on and on. Those guys were absolutely sensational, but the linebackers, 23-8. They are the tone setters for this team, and they are the leaders that have been the catalyst all season long. And then when you got Peak and Kelly that can pin their ears back, this defense is something to reckon with. And they are now 54 seconds away from saying they play for a state championship next Saturday at 6 p.m. And it looks like they're going to be taking on Stratford. So it will be a rematch from earlier this year. Stratford won that 51-14. It's the only game that Ian Headley said he really had a terrible taste in his mouth, and he thinks that there's no team that's 28 points better than them, and they fully expect to come out and rectify that. But another timeout by FPD with 42 seconds left. Mike, your thoughts?
Yeah, I believe, especially with the defense of the Brookstone Cougars, Coach Farmer, he's got to be happy when you've got two edge rushers on the end when Savon Kelly and Charlie Peak at 6'3" and 6'5". So if you've got guys at that height at this level being able to get back there, and if they're not able to get to the quarterback, get hands in their face, throw hands up in the air. We've seen that earlier with the deflection up and the interception in the red zone, and Brookstone got that last touchdown there off of that. Defense is playing lights out tonight. Like I said, you get a shutout at this level.
Wow.
Semifinals of the state playoffs, that defense was on fire all night long. And give it to FPD coming out, playing their lights out too as well on defense, because without that one interception, it could easily still be just 7-0. And to hold this Brookstone offense to 7 points, basically, if you take away the turnover, it's been a great night for the FPD defense as well.
So second down, FPD's got no more timeouts, and Cougars need to run potentially one, maybe two more plays. Nope, they're going to go ahead and kneel it. And how about the Brookstone Cougars? Ian Headley in year number 1 has Brookstone heading to the state championship as they take down FPD for the second time this year. And how about Brookstone? 1 win away from winning the first ever state championship in school history. The defense was lights out. Broughton Branch was efficient. The running game was effective. And Ian Headley and Phil Farmer called dynamic games on both sides of the ball. Mike Frost.
Yeah, especially with tonight, you leave this game, it's going to be that 24-hour rule. You celebrate tonight, your players celebrate tonight. Tomorrow, you're back to watching film, getting ready for Stratford. They may have lost their senior running back going to that state title game. They got a freshman in there that's a beast in Freeman, so you got a game plan for them. So as a coach myself, 24 hours, we celebrate tonight, whether it's popping bottles, doing whatever you want to do. But now you've got a game to get ready for next Saturday at Mercer and Macon to try and bring that trophy back home to Max Strong Stadium and give that Brookstone pride a little bit more of a boost than it already has.
Well, we want to say thank y'all so much for watching. We've had a lot of fun here. We'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. The Cougars heading to Macon. This is the GIAA G2 commercial Brookstone Game of the Week. Cougars to the state championship. We'll see you next time on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.